Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You talk about this Titan defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap to Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Jenkins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Texans at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. Oh, good move. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 18. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
In motion right, that's Dell. They'll run on first down. Jenkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Wk11.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Singletary. Touchdown, Houston. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now Spears to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield and had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, here's Stroud. A quick throw, but incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Spears with another carry, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. A first carry here for Wk11. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. A gain there of 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Spears will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So part it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first down, Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's got room. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's Jenkins. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go.
2nd down and 4.
Ready.
Play action. Stroud now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Gets this out quickly to Dodson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Go! Viking 18!
Stroud looking to throw. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stroud working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Titans first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the pass.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Tony. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Jenkins. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Jahan Dotson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Stroud.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. And Stroud now to throw.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returnable for Watson. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jenkins. 144 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Jenkins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll run a draw now with Singletary.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stroud to throw it. Quick slant to Watson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Stroud. That's taken in by Watson.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On the ready.
On 1st down, it's Jenkins. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Texans 45, Titans 24. Cameron Dicker.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Chigakakwo, 29 yards.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. Jenkins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Ready.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Go.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on first down. It's Jenkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Tag!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Down! Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory.